Hey there, glad you're back. I was just out around farming up some materials and stuff, and frankly, I was getting a little bored, and I decided I'm going to try something a little bit more adventurous. I'm going to go down into the water cave behind Herbivore Island to go gather some silica pearls. I believe there's also oil down there, but here's the issue. I only have one water creature. Thankfully, it has the ability to provide oxygen. That's turtle here, the Archelon. Doesn't make a lot of sense because on the Archelon you have scuba tanks, which are available at a lot lower level than scuba. I can't, but I can make the Archelon saddle. In any case, let's go. All right, so the whole engram thing doesn't make a lot of sense, but yeah, it's neither here nor there. Let's get going. Okay, so as you're probably gonna notice, the water clarity is because I have the fog turned off. I turned certain things off. One, to make recording a little bit easier and more easy to see for the viewers. Oh, there's some, we call them zyphactinus fish over there. Yeah, the big tuna things. We're going to avoid them because if a swarm of them would uh, come over here, I don't know that we would survive. Which is what leads me to my fear here is that I like the Archelon, but he is not able to fight off larger creatures. Um, it's scary coming down here. If we get surprised by a Tuso or something that is tenacious and does not leave us alone, that I cannot outswim, or the Archelon cannot outswim, uh, this may be it for us. I don't know. We're gonna survive something like that. There's some oil and a pearl. It looks like it's safe. I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit to get this pearl. That's what we're here for. I'm a little bit nervous. Put that away so I can grab it. And if we have time, we'll come back and get that oil. But I'm just gonna move on. Where is the cave? Doesn't look like anything's coming. Where is that cave opening? I know it's around here somewhere. Is that it? They're not big openings. And these, I was more familiar with this when I was playing ASE. We used this cave several times for various things. That's not it there. It's too big. No. I always have a hard time finding this. Okay, it's still close as clear. I'm a little surprised that there's nothing more down here. And relieved. Jellyfish. I can't say for sure. I don't think. If a jellyfish would stun attack, would it knock you off an Archelon? I'm not sure. Oh. I hope eels don't come out. I don't know how safe it is. So Archelon's not gonna fit. So let's cryo him up. I should have been more prepared and had a cryo ready. And let's get in here. I'm very vulnerable right now. If I'm attacked, if there's something in here that kills me, I can't get back down here. And I've essentially lost to Archelon. Okay, we're safe. Alright. I brought with me the Anki to get this oil. You know what? Isn't there a note down here? Let's go grab that first. Let's grab the note, and then as I'm farming stuff up, I can get the bonus XP. Is it? Oh, there it is. I was a little worried. I couldn't see it. Nice. If you remember from the previous episodes, I am running with a reduced experience leveling system. Wanted to make the early game a little bit more difficult, but I'm not going to shy away from trying to level. We'll get some crystal while we're here. I don't know. I don't think I saw berries getting gathered. Like, see right there? To the left, it's showing oil and a rock, but not berries. So why is my weight? Crystal. I bet you it's the crystal. Crystal's very heavy. Okay, I think that's about all the oil. Yeah, look at the weight of the crystal there. And I forget, does Archelon have a good weight capacity? Not 100% sure. Alright. So this was a little bit of risk. Now, if I get all this, and again, I'm nervous about getting back up to the surface, but I hope if anything's waiting outside, I can just outswim it back up to the surface. Let's get rid of some of this. Yeah, that should do it. So when we get back to the surface, I'm going to want to make some fabricators. One for the base here. One for perhaps on the raft. And I got plans. I want to move or get on the raft and start going around the island to complete our circumnavigation and of the island. And there are ruins over by Red Ob. I thought there were some silica pearls there. There are some ruins over by Red by the Red Obelisk, and there's another content creator that has done some really cool builds in the ruins, and I haven't seen one done there, so I want to give it a try. It may be a little bit hard. I think he does it in creative mode. I'm not going to do that, obviously. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But that's on the slate for next. There will be some dangerous creatures over there. There's going to be Therazinos, of course, raptors. I'd like to try to get a long neck. Getting a Therazino tame would be nice. Maybe on the way over, I'll see if I can get a Dodigrus. That would be a big help. We got the beaver, we got the Anki. A Dodigrus would be a nice addition, especially if we're planning on making builds. Come on. Some of these, if you can make a whip. Whips work really well for gathering silica pearls. Why? And especially in cases like this where it doesn't. There we go. Did I get the ones over here? Okay, I don't see anything down that way. Let's take. Yeah, I got those. Let's get up here high and look around, make sure we got everything. Long time ago in ASC, we tried building down in one of these caves. on a PvP server. And at first you could do that, but then they made some changes. I think the timers were much faster down there. I can't remember the details of it, but it didn't last. I remember we spent a lot of time, one day building down here, and came back and it was despawned. Next day. Okay, so we got a good bit, and Archelon's got apparently a good weight capacity. Now we just gotta get back up to the surface. Avoid the zyphactinuses. Let's call them tuna or something, because they are. I'm not gonna get that name right. Zyphactinus or something like that. The tuna with fish. Tuna with fish? Tuna with teeth. Do I want to stop and get some? No, let's try to get to shore before they notice me. All right, made it back. All right, let's go craft a fabricator. Here's another Bronto, level 15. Nope. Okay, back at base, and can we make a fabricator? Yes, I'm using a CS. So after getting the fabricator made, it became apparent that some rearranging of items was going to have to get done. One of the best features they ever added to Arc was the ability to pick up items, so you didn't have to demolish them and recreate them. Okay, so in any case, we got the fabricator placed eventually. And that's where we're going to leave this episode. Thanks for watching along. If you watched this far, give me a thumbs up. It helps me out. And I'll catch you on the next episode where we hopefully hit the high seas.